Hey, what's up? How you doing? Damn, that's crazy. You gonna come and see me later? Okay, what time? Bet I'll see you then. Bye. You could talk and text on the phone with somebody all day, all night, share secrets, emotionally invest, even be intimate with them, but you're not actually with them together as an official title. Yes, I'm talking about a situationship, aka a friends with benefit. Now, while this may be a thing for most people, it's a very tricky situation and it could lead to a lot more damage than good. Let's talk about it. A situationship or friends with benefits is an arrangement where there's no commitment, no official label involved, and no emotional attachment. Now, this has become more and more of a thing, due to social media and just culture in general. Now, while this will be suitable for some people, a lot of times one person in the arrangement is wanting more than the other person. Now, the person who doesn't really want to commit is going to just take the validation and all the benefits of a relationship without putting a title on it. This can be bad because one person is pouring into the other person usually, and the person that's receiving, the benefits of everything, they just want to still announce all over social media and to other people that they are single while still getting their rocks off, for lack of a better term. Now, while a lot of times our relationships do start as friends with benefits, after a certain point, a person is either going to want to fully commit or not. Now, if they don't after a significant amount of time, I can't exactly pinpoint what that would be for you or what you feel is correct. But after a certain point in time where you see that this person is not changing or putting in any more effort into you, you should call it quits because at that point, you're in a relationship by yourself while still doing for a person who really doesn't want to pour back into your cup. Now, as far as with situationships, it can be a type of a defense mechanism for some people because if they make the other person feel some type of way, their go-to line is, "Oh well, we're not in a relationship. You're not my girl. You're not my man," and this and that, and that's just a bullshit ass excuse for them to not want or try to do better. Now, a lot of times people will say, "Oh, well, I'm still not ready." Well, if that's the case, if a person will probably never commit or they take an absurdly long time, they shouldn't even be dating because at that point, it's just playing with other people's emotions and feelings. And as we all know, that could be a very, very dangerous game. You could ask, okay, so what are we? What's the angle? Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, which is understandable. But now, as it's been months, and you say, okay, well, what are we now? Oh no, you know what it is. We just cool. We just kicking it. That should be a red flag in your book. And you should start to look for, a way out of that, because after a certain point, you could really tell in your heart that somebody's really just playing games, or they really just probably don't know any better due to ignorance. At either point, it's like, okay, what are you really getting out of it? It's just being intimate. Is that fulfilling more than just getting your rocks off? More than likely not, right? Exactly. So who benefits out of these type of situationships? The person that doesn't want to commit. A lot of times they don't want to commit, but you're spending your finances on them, you're looking out for them. You might be, making sure they eat, checking on them, making sure that everything is okay, they're mentally good, so on and so forth. You're exerting energy into that, and they're taking your energy, and they're wasting that on, probably other people, trying to get validation from other people, or trying to go after who they really want. A lot of times people want to keep their options open until they get that person that they truly and genuinely want. And it really does suck to be on the end of that, where someone is just using you to get over, but it does happen. And a lot of times there's red flags there. Sometimes we ignore it, or we'll give an excuse for why this person is acting like that, or why they're doing such and such. But at a certain point, we have to cut our losses. You'd rather take a small loss than a big loss, meaning if you see that things are not progressing, after maybe a couple of weeks, maybe not that short, but as opposed to you wasting years with somebody that doesn't want to commit. So how can we avoid being in a situationship if that's not truly what we want? We have to make our intentions known early. If it's somebody that you really could see yourself with, let it be known, and ask, what are we doing? Where are we going with this? What are you looking for out of this? Watch for a person's actions. Yes, they could say anything, but do their actions show you differently, or do their actions line up with what they say? Good or bad. Go by their actions over what they say out of their mouth, because their actions will tell the truth. Their words tell lies, or can tell lies, I should say. If a situationship is not what you want, don't just settle for one out of loneliness, because that's probably one of the worst things you could do, and you're doing yourself a disservice by doing so. And ultimately, be ready to walk away once you see that things are not going how you envision. Don't put any more effort into anything. Take your energy back and focus your energy back on yourself. If this person is not reciprocating and showing you what you want to see out of them, or at least trying to show you what you want to see out of them. Maybe they're trying and it's not, up to your expectations, but give them credit if they are trying. If a person is not choosing you first and foremost, like I said, it's a choice. And you have a choice to not choose them in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that they want you. You know, it should be reciprocated energy. You pour into their cup, they pour into your cup. If not, it's a situationship. If that's what you want, then by all means go for it. But a lot of times that's not what most people want. Everybody, be sure to like, share, and subscribe if this video resonated with you at all. Everybody take care, stay blessed, stay elevated. I'll see you in the next one. Salute.